So the officers involved in the shooting death of 22-year-old Christian Glass have been indicted and fired months after the family held an emotional press conference asking the prosecutor to file charges. Why did we have to cry and ask the prosecutor to file charges? Just reverse the roles. The cop was just sitting in a car and he called other police officers for help to push him off of a rock because he got stuck on a rock, and then the other cops showed up and they murdered the shit out of him. Reverse the roles. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if a cop is just sitting in the middle of just sitting in a driver's seat on the side of the road, stuck on a rock, and just need another police officer to take his push bar and to push his car on down the road. But instead of doing that, instead of being a person that helps other people, protects and serves other people, they start fucking around and fucking around and fucking around until Christian Glass is dead. Thank goodness he's got a loving family that stands up for him. Glass was killed in June after placing a call to 911 for help when his car broke down in the small town of Silver Plume, Colorado. A grand jury on Wednesday indicted deputies Andrew Buen and Kyle Gould. Kyle Gould following months of painstaking investigation. Andrew Buen, B-U-E-N, Kyle Gould, G-O-U-L-D. And for some reason it mentioned the grand jury, months, members of the community, the Clear Creek County Sheriff's Office. The court records show Buen, who fired the fatal shots, killed Glass, was indicted on counts of second-degree murder, misdemeanor official misconduct, and misdemeanor reckless endangerment. Gould was indicted on counts of criminally negligent homicide and misdemeanor reckless endangerment. The CCSO statement also said preliminary findings of an internal investigation show that there are policy and procedural failures. The initial news release about the shooting, based on the information available at the time of the incident, does not reflect the entirety of what happened on that terrible night. It said that the indictment is part of a painful but necessary process. You know, while I'm happy that it looks like there's going to be some justice, the whole point of a grand jury is to make a distinction between misdemeanors and felonies. Is this really a felony? If it's not really a felony, there's going to be no true bill. If it looks like a felony, if there's probable cause that a felony may have been committed, then the grand jury indicts. And now you have a felony charge going to a jury trial, which is the only way you can have a felony, charge going to a jury trial is with a grand jury indictment. Unless you're not a Coloradan or an American, unless you don't believe in the constitutions of Colorado or America. So I'm happy about this. I got several things to say. I want to bring up the actual video. So the very first thing is, what the fuck? While we're getting some justice, reverse the roles, right? Reverse the roles. If the cop is just sitting in his car and some other motherfuckers came up and shot and killed him, well, automatically, those motherfuckers, there's a huge manhunt. We get those people, we throw them in jail without question. But it took months, and then we had to cry, right? The family had to cry and have an emotional press conference, and then an arrest was made. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Just because you got a badge and a hat doesn't mean you're allowed to murder people. You can't go around killing people. Oh, I got a badge and a hat. That doesn't mean you get to commit crimes. Oh, yeah, it does. No, it doesn't, you piece of shit. The rule of law, we live in a democratic republic. We have elections, the consent of the governed, we have representations. So I want to pull up the video. There was other people that was there, okay? There was other people that was there. Every single one of these rat bastard fuckers need to be charged with some kind of crime. Aiding and abetting. None of these rat bastard motherfuckers are a bunch of mobsters. A bunch of gangsters. Just like Rashad Ritchie. He had that prison, gang beating. 5 motherfuckers, 6 motherfuckers. Everybody had to put their hands on the dude, right? Everybody had to get a punch or get a kick in. So Fox 31 Denver is actually reporting about the indictment or the fire. Actually, I just want the incident. Yeah, here there's a woman here, it looks like. She's got her taser or her gun pointed, right? You got the guy standing on there, and then you got another guy on the side with the shorts. And was it all for her? I mean, were they all being fucking crazy pieces of shit just for her? They're going to pull Christian Glass out of his car, whether he likes it or not. They determine him to be a menace to society, a threat to society, and they're going to pull his ass out of the car, even if it means shooting and killing him. How many thin blue line assholes say, yep, that's fine?
During a press conference yesterday, his parents called for the deputies involved in the shooting to be prosecuted. They also commented that they knew their son's autopsy might show drugs in his system. Our Mountain Newsroom reporter Spencer Wilson dug into the toxicology report with some medical experts. And Spencer, a few drugs did show up in that autopsy report.
That's right, mostly THC and then amphetamines. But his parents' story of